What's going on, guys? Welcome, crypto heads. It's GBP baby here. Welcome to another video on crypto. Yeah, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Shiba, just like the last video. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you go and watch it because we're seeing a lot of precision. But yeah, last week I was calling out this level, this reclaimed bullish order block to get traded to. Another thing to take note of is we do have a potential reclaimed bullish order block here. So what we can do is we can mark out the opening of this. I'll make it black, and this is an anticipated order block. And what I mean by that is that price, when it returns down, if it does manage to return down into this range, should be able to reaccumulate at this level. So this would offer us the opportunity to go long with the expectation to run for this buy side liquidity up here too. And would you look at that, this week we traded right to it beautifully, and we're coming off it just as anticipated. So what I was saying last week was that I wanted to see us trade lower before we see a continuation higher into this buy side liquidity, because I do believe that Bitcoin is going to attempt to trade above its all-time high. If we go down to the daily, you can see how beautifully respected that level was. So you see we traded lower, dipped right into that reclaimed order block at 61,530, and then we came off of it with aggression. And then we're just retracing back one more time, back into this level, this order block right here. You can see how volume is continuing to respect that. And I'd like to think that moving into the new week, we do see a lot of continued upwards price action into this buy side liquidity. So nothing's really changed in terms of my bias. Nothing's directly changed, as in we came down just as anticipated, we came off it just as anticipated, and now we're just consolidated a little bit. But I'd like to think that in the new week we can start expecting higher prices. Yes, we may come down a few more times and, you know, consolidate within this range. That's completely fine. So long as, like I said, in the last video, I didn't want to see this low get taken out. As long as this low doesn't get lost and we continue to respect it, then I'm happy that Bitcoin's likely going to continue higher, and we can see that buy side liquidity target get traded up to. So yeah, this is the first time I've actually called crypto to such precision. Again, go watch that video. This is the first time I've done such a thing, so I'm very impressed with myself there. We do have a little breaker, low, high, low, low. We draw that out. You can see our price has come back down into that range, and we're just coming off of it now. But yeah, next week should be interesting. I'd like to think that we can see continued upwards price action. So that's pretty much everything on Bitcoin. Ethereum, Ethereum did take out a low, so you can see stops were grabbed on Ethereum, whereas they weren't on Bitcoin, which is fine. But if you remember in yesterday's video as well, I was saying that I do expect Ethereum to trade to an all-time high eventually as well. So we might see a change in, volatility. Like we might see a lot more advancement on Ethereum because it's got a high to take out, which it hasn't reached yet. And Bitcoin may slow down a little bit, so that's something to consider. But generally speaking, I'm expecting us to start running up towards these highs on Ethereum. But generally speaking, yeah, higher prices obviously on Ethereum. We can see we traded into a breaker just now. We've got a low, a high, a lower low. We displaced there, so I'm looking at these levels, these up close candles. That would act as the breaker, and you can see how we traded nicely into that, and we're already getting a nice reaction off of it. So for the rest of the week, I think that Ethereum will make its way up to this buy side liquidity target. We are going to finish on Shiba Inu. You see Shiba also came down to our anticipated level. We respected this bullish order block, which is what I wanted to see. Again, we're just kind of retracing around here. We have another breaker here, low, high, lower, low, broke upwards. So I'm watching this level. You can see we just came off of that. So I'd like to start seeing some expansion on Shiba Inu with the expectation to run up towards the swing highs it created back in the start of March. So yeah, I pretty much just got my eyes on this level up here to trade to. And there was another chart I did bring our attention to. It was Shiba versus Bitcoin, wasn't it? Or was it Bitcoin versus Shiba? Shiba versus Bitcoin. And you'll see that this chart is showing that Shiba is trading aggressively higher. Like we can see a lot of strength in Shiba. So long as this is showing aggression, I'm happy that Shiba is likely going to see a lot of expansion, and I'm looking at these relative equal highs to get targeted for Shiba. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm expecting. Nothing's really changed, but it's just nice to see that my precision elements that I brought our attention to are playing out. So ICT concepts are working on crypto. And yeah, if you have any coins you'd like me to check out or whatnot, you can always come and join me in the Discord. Drop a message in there. I'm happy to respond, and it should be quite an interesting week. So that's going to be everything, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.